Craig didn't just fail once. He failed dozens of times. Over nearly 4 years, he spent more than $50,000 on online programs, tools, and courses that promised to change his life and delivered nothing. This is where everything started. The moment he decided he'd had enough. The moment he almost gave up entirely. But here's the twist. Craig didn't quit, and today you'll discover exactly why. This is video 1 of Craig's exact 7-part system to becoming a super affiliate. Every video in this series builds off the last. And if you felt burnt out, fed up, or like success just isn't possible for you, then you need to stay tuned. Craig's story proves one thing beyond a doubt. If he could come back from a $50,000 mistake and still make it, so can you.
I remember the day it all hit me. I was sitting at my desk staring at the stack of credit card bills I couldn't pay. I'd burned through $50K on programs, ads, tools, even courses from so-called gurus. And the worst part wasn't just the money. It was the time. I'd spent almost 4 years chasing success, and I had nothing to show for it. No savings, no plan, and probably most damaging, I didn't even believe in myself anymore. Truthfully, I was ready to throw in the towel. I told myself, maybe this just isn't for me.
So why didn't Craig quit? What made him keep going? It wasn't some miracle or secret shortcut. It was proof. Just before he gave up, Craig found something that changed everything. A handful of simple, real side hustles that actually paid him.
It wasn't glamorous. I wasn't making thousands overnight, but for the first time, I saw money come in. Real money, and even if it was just enough to cover a few bills, it proved something to me. Online income was real, and if I could make $50, I could make $500. If I could make $500, I could scale it to $5,000. That's why I didn't walk away. That proof lit a fire in me.
That proof became Craig's foundation. Instead of chasing fake shortcuts, he doubled down on what worked. That's where this series begins, and in the very next video, you'll see the 5 side hustles that helped Craig rebuild his belief. It's important to understand why Craig failed so many times before finding his path. Most of the tools and programs he tried back then, they don't even exist anymore. What does that tell you? They were never built to last. They were built to cash in on people like Craig, people who were searching for something real. But what Craig uncovered later were tools designed to actually work. Toolkit 6, the Cellphone Cash Starter Kit, is filled with tools that are still paying Craig today. Every link you'll see in this series has been tested. No gimmicks, no hypes. These programs are here for the long haul.
There's only one thing worse than failing, and that's feeling like the failure was your fault. It wasn't. I made mistakes, sure, but a lot of what I spent money on was doomed to fail from the start. When I finally found tools that delivered results, everything changed. Because that's when my belief came back.
Craig's 4-year struggle wasn't easy. It wasn't overnight, but it was worth it. Because everything he learned along the way led him to a 7-step blueprint anyone can follow, starting today. Toolkit 6, the Cellphone Cash Starter Kit, gave him the proof to keep going when nothing else worked. And each video in this series builds on how he multiplied that belief into full-time, automated success. Now, here's why this story matters to you. If you've been burned before, if you've spent hours and money chasing something that led nowhere, you are not alone. Craig has been there. And this series is here to show you how to shortcut the mistakes, skip the scams, and start seeing real income in less time. Here's what to do next. 1. Subscribe and bookmark this video. This series is revealed step by step, and each part builds on the last. 2. Check the description for Toolkit 6, the Cellphone Cash Starter Kit. These are the exact tools Craig used to rebuild belief, and they're ready for you now. 3. Drop a in the comments if you've also faced setbacks. We'd love to hear your story.
Listen, I know it's hard to trust this when you've been burned before. I've been there. But if you're still watching, it means you haven't given up completely. And that's all you need. The tools I'm sharing aren't just for some people. They're for anyone willing to take the first step.
This is just the start of Craig's story. Next up is video 2. 5 side hustles that paid me fast. These were the gigs that gave Craig his first proof, brought in his first wins, and paved the way for his future success. Subscribe, mark your calendar, and I'll see you in video 2.